Hey, it's Joshua Meeks with Keller Williams Realty and the PNW Real Estate team. Just wanted to take a minute today to talk about two of the most important people that you have on your team as a home buyer. Whether it's an investment or a rental or a second or third home or as a first-time home buyer, arguably the most important person on your team is going to be the realtor or real estate agent that you can trust. Somebody that you can have confidence in that throughout the transaction, they're going to be focused on timelines, earnest money, contingencies, communication with every party, with doing everything that they can and their due diligence to give you the best representation and experience out there in the industry. Now, while that is the most important person within the transaction or in a relationship for a real estate transaction, arguably the second most important person is going to be a lender. Now, most real estate agents that you speak with probably have one or two lenders or mortgage brokers that they know and trust and frequently recommend. And the reason why is not because within that transaction they're getting some sort of kickback on commission, but it's simply because they've learned that this person has a great representation, that they've gotten good reviews from people that they've maybe sent their way before as mutual clients, or they've heard great things from maybe with another agent. Now, one of the reasons your lender is super important is because they're the person that's starting the transaction by within the contract submitting over a pre-approval for your buyer's agent to give to a listing agent that shows first step that you're fully pre-approved. Now, if this lender has a representation within the industry of maybe giving out pre-approvals that aren't that solid, step one, we've already shot ourselves in the foot. Now, even more importantly, throughout the transaction, once you're in contract, the next question becomes, is this lender going to be able to close the loan? You've started the process by submitting W-2s, bank statements, pay stubs, everything that that lender has asked for. Now, keep in mind, probably every lender throughout the process is going to be consistently asking you for more information, which is fine. But it's knowing that whatever date we set by closing is a date that is functional, that's going to be realistic, that they're going to be able to close by. Because when push comes to shove, if we get to the closing date and we're not able to close, even if it's for no fault of your own, if the lender does not have the ability to close that loan, the seller is going to really, in a way, hold you responsible for that. And we might get 45 days in the contract, and this happens oftentimes maybe when it's not a lender that we've referred our client to, and we might get 30 to 45 days in contract. We're asking for an extension because we couldn't meet the deadline that the lender gave us confidence on, and then find out now the seller doesn't want to give us an extension. And that's a hard position to be in as a buyer, because you're thinking, I've done everything that was asked of me, everything that was communicated to me. I've done my best to meet all deadlines, all requirements, all prerequisites throughout the transaction. And now you might get bumped out of the contract because your lender is not able to close on time. So, that being said, if you do have a lender that you know and trust, fantastic. We are more than excited and happy to work with any lender that you have. If you don't have a lender that you know and trust, please don't just hop online and hope that somebody works out. Place your confidence in somebody who your realtor has confidence in, because if they're out there closing dozens of transactions, we know that there's some lenders that have a really good representation, the ability to perform in a contract, and that's what's going to work on your side from the beginning of the contract towards closing. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out anytime. A lender that we trust a lot in this community and whom we have closed dozens of transactions with is Stephen Wright at Eagle Home Mortgage right here in downtown Puyallup. So feel free to reach out to us for his contact information, or even look him up on Zillow. And if you have any other questions about the real estate buying process, whether it's on the purchasing side with a realtor or the lending side with a good mortgage broker, feel free to reach out to us anytime.